side, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be second down.
One thing we often talk about is setting the tone in a game. How about this? They came after him on play one and put him on the turf and forced an incompletion.
Something for him to think about immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to back off either. I think that they had success on the first play. Typically, when a defense does that, they've announced to you that this is what they plan to do throughout the game.
First down. Here's Connor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case,
got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, 42 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Room here to run. The 20. 10.
That's all you got.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The tackle made by Joe Hayden.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity,
and this is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 34 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. A first down for Connor and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Now Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll run with McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the block mistakes were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
14.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
He's across midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tua, fast pass outside complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
At the 30-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And now Tua on the option. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run for it with Breida. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The drive will start with Connor. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
A gain of a yard. It's now
so in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
That'll be complete to Breida. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He's going to float this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
A gain of 47 yards. And a Steeler first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Steelers.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
Eric Ebron in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Dolphins 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Now it's Wilson. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Please take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Tua wants to throw it on second down. Going deep here for Parker. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Look, a great angle right there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Adrian Peterson.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 1.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run with McFarland. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover him.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's a gain of 10. And a Steeler first down.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, Peterson. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Plays and out.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Back to throw. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He's back to throw. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
First down.
An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Roethlisberger to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now here comes their final timeout.
Taken down
as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
2 yards on the pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.